there, English learners. Welcome back to the Speak English Flow, your favorite place to improve your English while talking about real-life topics that actually matter. I'm Emma.
And I'm Mohin.
Today, we're talking about something that quietly costs all of us, wasting time. Not just a few minutes here and there, but hours, days, and what that really costs you in the long run.
This one hurts just a little.
It does, right? You know the feeling. You sit down to take a 10-minute break, you open your phone just to check one thing,
Just one thing.
and the next time you look up, 1 hour and 20 minutes has passed, and you cannot even remember what you watched.
That is devastatingly accurate. And the worst part, you don't even feel good after. You feel empty, a little guilty, maybe even more tired than when you started.
Oh, that's painfully accurate. Time went somewhere, but you don't know where. And that feeling of where did my evening go is something so many people carry with them quietly every single day.
But why does this keep happening? We know it's not good for us. We know we're doing it, but we still do it.
That's exactly what we are breaking down today. And here's the good news. It's not about willpower. It's about understanding how your brain actually works. And once you understand it, everything changes.
Okay, let's fix this.
And if this podcast is helping you improve your English while also exploring ideas that connect to your everyday life,
We'd love for you to subscribe to Speak English Flow. It helps us continue creating thoughtful, practical conversations like this.
and to everyone who's already subscribed, thank you. Your support genuinely means a lot to us.
All right, let's move into the next part of today's discussion.
We've talked about the problem. Now let's look at what's happening behind the scenes.
So, why do we waste time in the first place?
Here is the simple answer. Your brain is always looking for dopamine, a chemical that makes you feel good. And your brain is very smart. It learns which activities give you dopamine fast and which ones take longer to reward you.
And social media gives it fast?
Very fast. Think about it like this. Imagine you have a little vending machine right in your pocket. Every time you press a button, it gives you a tiny piece of candy. Right now, instantly. No waiting.
Ah, so your brain keeps pressing the button, not because it's truly hungry, but because the reward comes so fast and so easily.
Exactly. Your brain does not stop to ask whether the candy is good for you or not. It just loves how quickly the reward arrives. And over time, your brain starts to prefer those fast rewards over the slower, deeper satisfaction of doing something that truly matters.
So we are not lazy or weak. Our brains have just been trained to want fast, easy things.
Exactly. It's a system problem, not a character problem. And the solution is not to fight your brain with pure willpower. The solution is to redesign your daily environment so that better choices become the easy ones. So the right thing is also the natural thing.
So what do we actually do?
Okay, the first thing that makes a real difference. Most people say, I want to improve my English, or I want to use my time better. And that sounds good when you say it, but it almost never works because it is too big and too vague.
What do you mean by vague?
Vague means not clear, not specific. I want to improve. Okay, but when? For how long? By doing what exactly? Your brain does not know where to go, so it goes nowhere.
Like a GPS with no address typed in, it cannot guide you if you haven't told it where you're going.
Exactly that. So the fix is very simple. Make a tiny plan, not a big, dramatic life plan, just one small, clear address for your day. Today, I will learn 3 new words. Today, I will listen to 10 minutes of English. Today, I will read 2 pages of a story. That is it.
But what if I want to do more than that? Is a tiny plan really enough?
Here's the beautiful thing. A tiny plan is a promise you can actually keep. I once tried to build a study habit by telling myself 1 hour every day. It was too big. I got tired after a few days, I skipped, and then the guilt from skipping made it even harder to start again.
I know that guilt spiral very well. You miss one day, you feel bad, so you avoid it even more.
So I changed the plan. I said 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. That's my only promise to myself. Some days I did much more, but my commitment was only 10 minutes.
And that actually worked better than the big plan?
So much better, because I never had a good reason to skip. 10 minutes is always possible, and every time I finished, even just 10 minutes, I felt proud instead of guilty, and pride builds momentum.
So the tiny plan protects you from the guilt spiral. You keep your promise to yourself. You build real trust with yourself over time.
And when you trust yourself, you actually start, and starting is always the hardest part of anything.
GPS address, one clear direction, tiny plan. That's the beginning. Okay, but what about people who are genuinely very busy? Work, family, children, responsibilities. They are not scrolling. They truly have no time.
That's exactly where pocket time comes in. Think of time like coins in your pocket during the day. You have some big coins, 1-hour blocks for work, for eating, for sleeping, but you also have many small coins quietly sitting in your pockets throughout the day.
Small coins.
Small coins, 5 minutes waiting for the bus, 7 minutes sitting in a taxi, 3 minutes while your coffee is getting ready, 10 minutes in a queue at the shop. These small moments exist in everyone's day, without exception, and most people simply throw them away.
Scrolling. Always scrolling into nothing.
Yes, pouring those coins straight onto the floor. But imagine if you collected them instead. 5 minutes reviewing new words on the bus, 10 minutes listening to English while doing the dishes, 3 minutes reading 2 pages while waiting for your coffee. None of it feels big in the moment.
But if you add it up across a whole week, a whole month...
Those small coins become a real treasure. I remember hearing about someone who had 2 young children and a full-time job. She said, "I never have 1 free hour, but I have many, many small minutes," and she used every single one with intention.
What happened after a few months?
Her vocabulary grew, her listening became stronger, her confidence in conversation went up. Not because she found extra hours in her day, but because she stopped throwing her small coins away.
So the question is not, do I have time today? The real question is, where are my pocket moments right now and what am I doing with them?
Answer that honestly, and you will always find the time you thought you didn't have. Now, here is the tip that most people forget completely. And it is often the reason people give up even when they have a tiny plan and they have found their pocket time.
What is it?
If learning English feels like a punishment, your brain will run away from it. Full stop. Your brain does not perform well under constant stress. If English always feels heavy and difficult and serious, your brain puts up a wall and quietly says, "No, thank you."
I have been there. You sit down to study and the brain just refuses. Nothing goes in. Nothing comes out.
So, the solution is connect English to something you already love. If you love music, listen to songs in English. Print the words, sing along. Try to copy the way the singer says things.
Oh, I did this once with a song I really loved, and I listened to it so many times that I learned the entire thing without even trying. It just went in.
And how much vocabulary did you pick up from that one song compared to an hour of textbook work?
Honestly, so much more, because I was enjoying it. My brain was open. It wasn't defending itself.
Exactly. If you love shows, watch them in English. Start with subtitles in your own language, then switch to English subtitles. Then try without. You will not even feel like you are studying, but you will absolutely be growing.
What if someone doesn't enjoy shows or music?
Then find what they do love. Football? Listen to English match commentary. Cooking? Watch English recipe videos. Comedy? Try stand-up shows in English. Your brain learns best when it is already doing something it wants to do. The English rides in on the back of the joy.
So instead of pushing yourself towards English, you make English something your brain runs towards on its own.
The best kind of learning. You stop wasting your time avoiding it, and you start investing your time loving it.
Make English feel like a reward, not a punishment. What is the last tip?
This one is the most important for protecting everything else we talked about. Watch out for time thieves.
Time thieves?
A time thief is anything that takes your time without giving you something genuinely good in return. And the most dangerous time thief most people carry with them everywhere is the phone.
It is always the phone.
Always. I remember one evening I sat down just to check one message, one, and then I saw a funny clip, then another one, then a comment argument, then a piece of news that made me upset, then a story that made me feel sad, and when I finally looked up,
A lot of time had gone.
a lot of time, and I didn't feel rested. I felt stimulated, but not actually rested. There is a very big difference between those two things.
You had information, but you didn't have peace. And you didn't have your time back either.
So, to protect yourself from time thieves, make small and simple rules. When I study, my phone goes to another room. I only check social media after I finish my tiny daily plan. I turn off notifications during my focus time. Small rules, not dramatic promises.
Because big, dramatic promises rarely survive contact with real life, but small rules you can actually follow every day, those stick.
Exactly. It is like locking the front door at night. You're not angry at the street, you're just protecting what's important inside.
Protect your focus first, then everything else has a chance.
And one thing I want to say very clearly, real rest is not wasting time. Good sleep, quiet time, time with people you love, that is not a time thief. That is charging your battery so you can actually function.
A phone you never charge eventually dies and becomes useless to everyone.
We are the same. The goal is not to fill every single minute with productivity. The goal is to use your time with intention. Work, rest, learn, enjoy, each in its right place. Not too much, not too little.
Balance, not perfection.
Balance is always the answer.
All right, those 4 tips are so practical that I genuinely feel more in control of my time just from this one conversation.
And before we close, let's go over the key words from today's episode. The first word is intentional, means you do something on purpose with a clear reason, not just by habit or accident.
Like, I want to be more intentional with my time, not just scroll, but actually choose what I spend it on.
Perfect example. Next, vague, means not clear, not specific, and very hard to act on.
Like, my plan was too vague. I said I would study more, but I never said when or for how long or what exactly.
Exactly. Vague plans stay as wishes. Clear plans become real actions. Next, pocket time, the small pieces of time that appear throughout your day that most people simply throw away without thinking.
Like, I started using my pocket time on the bus to review new words, and my vocabulary grew faster than I expected.
Beautiful. Next, distracted, when your attention keeps jumping away from what you're trying to focus on.
Like, I feel very distracted when my phone is on the table while I'm trying to study. I can't stop looking at it even when it's silent.
Very relatable. Next, time thief, something or someone that takes your time without giving you anything useful or meaningful back.
Like, endless scrolling is my biggest time thief. I open the app for 1 minute and suddenly 40 minutes have disappeared.
We all have at least one of those. Next, invest, to use your time, energy, or effort now in order to get something better in the future.
Like, every minute I spend listening to English is not wasted. I'm investing in the person I want to become.
That mindset changes everything. Next, routine, the regular, normal pattern or order of things you do every day.
Like, I added 10 minutes of English listening to my morning routine, and it made my whole day feel more focused.
Small additions to your routine create the biggest changes over time. Next, regret, the painful feeling of wishing you had done something differently in the past.
Like, I don't want to look back 5 years from now with regret. I want to feel proud of how I chose to spend my time.
That is one of the most powerful reasons to start today instead of tomorrow. And the last word, balance, when different parts of your life are in a healthy, even mix where nothing takes over completely.
Like, I'm working on finding balance between work, study, rest, and enjoying life, because too much of any one thing breaks the whole system.
And those are your key words from today. Use one of them in a sentence this week, and they will stick with you forever.
Try just one. That's enough to start. Those words are incredibly useful, especially when you're talking about habits, productivity, time management, and everyday life in English.
Absolutely. What I love most is that these aren't just vocabulary words you memorize for a test, they're expressions people actually use in real conversations.
Exactly. And hopefully, today's discussion gave you a few new ways to think about how you spend your time while helping you build your English at the same time.
We hope you found something helpful, something practical, and maybe even something that inspires you to make a small positive change this week.
And with that, we've reached the end of today's episode. If today's conversation helped you see your time a little differently,
We'd love for you to subscribe to Speak English Flow and share this episode with one friend who might enjoy it too.
every subscriber, every comment, and every share helps us continue creating these conversations for English learners around the world.
And honestly, your support means more to us than you know. Just one friend, that's all we ask.
Thanks for spending part of your day with us. We'll see you in the next episode of Speak English Flow.
Until then, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep moving forward.
Take care, everyone.
Your English journey doesn't stop here. Click on the next video and keep the conversation going. Bye, everyone.